Hello, here I am at Winster. It's Miss Havisham, and this is about 5 miles from Bakewell and also 5 miles from Matlock. So I've never been here before. I was surprised how big the place is. It's very Dickensian, lots of old houses, and so here I go, having a look at some of the weird things. This is very uneven. Lots of these have got the dates of 1700s on them. '54. One of these Hyaliath, which I don't believe there's anyone there, to be honest. This one is very spooky. We've got the hourglass, the heart, the skull and crossbones. And this side, that was the entwined snake forming a circle, and this is strange in a churchyard. I always find it strange. I think these fruits, I think they're mulberries. They're mulberries. So as I was just saying about the mulberries were brought in from Southeast Asia in about the 1500s. They're not indigenous to this country at all, mulberry, and they were brought in for the weaving of silk. However, this looks like an old coffin lid. There, it's in the corner of the church. Look at this. I don't believe there's anyone buried there, but that looks really old. And around this corner of the church, we've got these all directly up against the wall. I don't think there's anyone buried there, not at all. For some reason they've put them up against the wall. And then as we go around the corner, we see more against the wall. Never know what I'm going to find. Let's go down into the crypt. There's a tree right next to me. I don't want to touch it because it's a poisonous yew tree. I don't want to touch it. I have to just crouch down a bit. But these are in this corner, and there's the steps going up. And that old lamp, that's an original lamp. They put a bulb in it now. That would have originally been gas, fired by coal gas. Look at this. This leads down where the crypt is. Look at this. Just look. Look at that. It leads down those steps that will lead to the crypt. You know, the stone there. I mean, these stones are just left to fall over, basically. just going down the ground, undulating. It's undulating. So, I mean, they've had to put grills over these windows. When you think at one time they wouldn't need a grill, but now they do. It shows how things have got worse. Because at one time we didn't need to put grills over windows in case somebody smashes it. Things have definitely got worse. We've even got the root scraper there. And the streets were very muddy, but of course there were horses. And so horses require, you know, an ordinary dirt road, not tarmac basically. They only needed to tarmac the roads when they brought in motor vehicles after the First World War. As I say, when it says sacred to the memory, it's only as long as anyone's left to remember. Look at this, just totally, you know, full of ferns and bracken. And actually someone's house is right next to this, so they've got a view of the churchyard from their window. Just looks so weird. This is so weird. Just weird. This is weird. Lucy was age 66, and then the daughter is called Efshaby. I've never seen that name before. There's one here that is sunk completely. It's sunk completely. Look at that, it's sunk. Just put some plastic flowers there. But look. That has totally sunk. So this is an energy field. This scroll is depicting the whirl of the energy that forms a torus field, and this is supposed to be to bring this person back to life. So that depicts a corn or cairn, the stones which is druid. And this is on someone's grave. 1891. I must say I find these corners creepy places, and it looks as though someone has had a small fire and the ground feels uneven. It sinks underfoot. Very, very weird indeed. Very weird indeed. I just feel as though this is another place that I don't want to linger. This is over the wall. This is over the wall. It's the gate. These are wealthy people. Look at this. Look at that. 1846 and 1847, and look at these. I'm almost entered on it. These are massive stones. It looks more bigger to my view than it does on the camera. Absolutely massive, that, and it's all gone red, as if it's rust or something. Right, red rust. How weird. Oh, very weird. It's a pyramid with a cross on the top and a shield in the middle. I'm not sure what that symbolises. Very wealthy people to have this. Again, we find these stones that are all in a line, totally next to one another, virtually no gap between, and the waves at the top, that to me suggests waves of energy, or the sea waves, and it's also to prevent the soil creeping, but that is, it's like waves on the sea. Look at this, totally fallen over. I think that's been smashed up. How would that fall over like that on its own, just be left like that? I feel as if someone's watching me. You know, here it feels as though I'm being watched. These stones, I don't like it. They feel like the people watching me. Getting out. So this, I feel, is an electricity box, and this is the energy on the top. It's being caught and transfigured in this bowl at the top. There's the energy is coming from down below. There's the hand there that's holding something, and it seems to be the soil is subsiding there, but there's energy emanating from that, and that bowl is the area where it's being collected, and it's more or less like a battery, really. It's like a battery full of energy. All these evergreen trees, the laurels, and all these stones in a line, they're all preventing the stone from creeping. Oh, once again, I've just noticed this. This is another marker. We're told that these are the ancient Celtic crosses, but they're not, because there's no cross on it. So this is the marker. So I wasn't far wrong. This is the marker for the ley line where this church is built on. So this is the marker. That's what they are in reality. They put a sundial on the top, but it's the marker. You can see it's got a rod of iron going through the middle. It's the marker for the ley line. And again, the stones are being put around the base to prevent any soil creep. That looks like a boat that's sinking, and it's on the water, but also it looks like an altar.